Breakdown and prediction. I believe this fight is somewhere out there in Europe somewhere. Somewhere in Europe, we got the IBF title on the line. Um, and I believe also the Ring Magazine titles on the line. This fight's going to be in Germany between Marius Briedis. Marius Briedis from Latvia. He's about 27 wins, 1 loss, and 19 KOs versus Yuniel Dorticos. Yes, indeed. The KO doctor, who's 25-1 or 24-1 with 22 KOs. You know what I'm saying? IBF title on the line. IBF title held by the man Yuniel Dorticos. Oh, excuse me. Where's Marius Briedis, a former world champion himself at the cruiserweight. You know what I mean? So this is a World Boxing Super Series final. We've waited a long time for this fight. I don't think the man, what are we in 2020? I believe these guys haven't fought in over a year. Okay, and they're getting back in the mix of things. And we got the IBF title, the Ring Magazine, and the Muhammad Ali trophy on the line. So there's a lot at stake. You know, so let's get into this breakdown and prediction. So Yuniel Dorticos is the slightly taller fighter. I think he about 6'2", and his opponent is about 6'1". The man, what's his name? Marius Briedis. If Marius Briedis is 6'1", then Dorticos is either 6'2", 6'3" at most. You know what I mean? But he definitely has a longer reach. So this fight's gonna be in Europe, man. Yuniel Dorticos, man, he's gonna be fighting over there in Germany, and it's gonna be tough for him to come up out of there with a victory. Yuniel Dorticos got to do. I hope, he comes to fight, because he's gonna be fighting against Briedis and the crowd. You know what I mean? It's gonna be difficult for him over there, especially with both guys having not fought in over a year. It's not gonna be a cakewalk. You check it. So at the end of the day, both guys know what's at stake, and you know maybe maybe the winner or the loser. Who knows? Maybe they might stay at the cruiserweight division, or they might try to seek greener pastures and go up to the heavyweight division. You know what I mean? So Yuniel Dorticos, like I said, is the taller, longer reach, and Marius Briedis. Marius Briedis is he gave the man Usyk a tough fight. I had Usyk winning that fight 7 rounds to 5. So it's not like the man Usyk just washed him, you know what I mean? Marius Briedis was in there till the very end. So Marius Briedis, though, I think he has more punch variety, and I think that might be the difference, you know what I mean? His punch variety, because the man can fight going backwards, he can fight going forward, he could be the pressure fighter, he could be the conventional counter puncher. And one of his best weapons is his pull counter. You know what I mean? He can lead with the right hand. He can lead with the jab. He can hook off the jab. He has mean body shots. He knocks people out too. Just like the KO doctor, Yuniel Dorticos. Same goes with Briedis. I'd give the power punching edge, though, to Dorticos, because Dorticos has laid people the F out. He's put people on their back, put them to sleep. You know what I mean? Big cruiserweights, you know what I mean? Guys who are approaching 200 pounds, if not over 200 pounds, come fight night, you know what I mean? And check it, how he ended Tabiri, or I'm sorry, not Tabiri, Andrew Tabiti. What was it, in the 10th or the 11th? It was late in the fight, and he iced him. You know what I'm saying? He also iced that guy, the Kudryashov, in round 2, you know what I mean? So the guy definitely has punching power. But you see, the man Dorticos, though, Doesn't have much punch variety, man. You know what I'm saying? And his defense too is very leaky, man. It's very leaky. Not to mention his stamina. You know what I mean? You know, those straight the man loves to throw the 1-2. Straight punches all day, every day. And against a guy like Marius Briedis, yes, he should stick with the 1-2, shoot more straight punches down the pipe. You know what I'm saying? Keep the man at the end of his jab, pump that 1-2. But he also gotta keep this guy off of him as far as Breeders trying to attack with the counter punch, the pull counter. You know what I'm saying? The pull counter is one of Breeders' devastating weapons, and Yuniel Dorticos could be in the line of fire with them predictable 1-2s that he throws. You know what I mean? Can't be telegraphing shots. You know, the man Dorticos got to go to the body more often too, just like Breeders. And I know Breeders is going to go to the body. He's going to be trying to throw them shots to the liver, trying to cripple him, trying to basically keep him in range and keep him stationary. Not that the man Dorticos is a fighter who uses a lot of lateral movement. No, not really. He's not your typical kind of Cuban fighter. This guy's going for the KO, hence his name, the KO doctor. You know what I'm saying? You know, but Breedis, at the end of the day, he also has a lot to bring to the table. And I think his volume punching could be the difference in this particular fight. You know what I mean? He don't only throw punches when a guy is hurt. You know, a lot of guys tend to just let their hands go. Excuse me. They like to let their hands go when they see that an opponent they've hurt the opponent. Mairis Briedis, on the other hand, he lets his hands go. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, he can lead with the left hook. He can lead with the lead pull counter or lead right hand. He likes to throw the left hook, straight right hand down the pipe. That's one of his best weapons. Left hook, straight right down the pipe. He does have a stiff jab, and he has a better footwork, in my opinion, than Yuniel Dorticos. You know what I'm saying? You know, Marius Briedis has a good skill set when he's not in there trying to just basically clinch and hold. But his left hook to the liver, his pull counters, punch variation, the left hook to the head, leading with the jab or leading with the hook, I think is going to give the man Dorticos some problems. You know what I mean? I think Dorticos, man, I like the guy, man. I am actually even rooting for the guy. I've been a fan of him since I first seen him fight. I first seen him fight against, what's that guy's name? Man, used to be a light heavyweight, Colombian black dude. What's that dude? Lucian Butte beat him up. Andre Ward, Edison Miranda, Kelly Pavlik whooped his ass too. That's when Kelly Pavlik came on, put his name on the real boxing scene when he whooped Edison Miranda. So that was the first time I seen the fight doctor get his hands, put his hands and really stop somebody. You know what I mean? But the KO doctor, he's gonna be pumping the jab, fighting behind the jab, doubling and tripling up. You know what I'm saying? He does throw some sneaky right hooks under the to the body, right under a guy's elbow. You know what I mean? But the man Breeders, to me, his body shot game is more devastating than Dorticos. Dorticos throws the body shots. He don't abandon it, no, not at all. You know what I'm saying? You know, but he loves to throw the 1-2s and he just stays right there in front of you. You know what I mean? Throwing the 1-2s, bop bop, you know, catching you, throwing the 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, right hook under the elbow to the body. His punch placement is a little bit more accurate than a man like Breedis, you know, because Breedis throws punches and bunches. He throws his combinations. And I just think that it's going to be a difficult task for a guy who doesn't have much punch variety. as opposed to a guy like Briedis who throws the hooks. Like I said, I wouldn't want the man Dorticos in there hooking with the hook all day, every day. It's not a good idea, you know what I mean? But you can't just stand in front of the guy after you throw your one twos. You gotta sidestep the guy, you know what I'm saying? Sidestep, move to the angles, you know what I'm saying? You check it. He's the type of guy who stands in the pocket while the other guy's throwing fire, Yuniel Dorticos. He's also throwing fire too. So sooner than later, somebody gonna get clipped. It's either gonna be him or his opponent. You know what I mean? His defense was quite suspect in my opinion in that fight versus what's his name? What's that guy's name? Muragasiev. You know, Muragasiev didn't bring much to the table. I'm not taking nothing away from him, but the man Dorticos was winning that fight, but he just started to gas out, getting caught with the same punches. And my guy doesn't even know how to clinch. Don't even clinch for nothing, you know what I'm saying? He don't clinch for anything. But his 1-2 is a thing of beauty, you know what I'm saying? But he throws it repeatedly, and a guy has to just time him. And I think Mairis Briedis will be timing, waiting for that left hook opportunity or the pull counter while this guy's throwing a straight right hand. His straight right hand's a thing of beauty, and he doesn't need much leverage to catch an opponent. You know what I'm saying? Like us talk about, like he don't need to be far from the outside. He could do it from close range too. I'm talking about Yuniel Dorticos. But the man Briedis is going to probably mostly be on the back foot. He's going to give different looks. When he's on the back foot, he's going to be timing his opponent and waiting for opportunities to catch him with the left hooks to the body, left hooks to the head, or the pull counter. And I just think the punch variety is more in favor of Breeders. I question Junior Del Tico's stamina. He very well could be leading on the cards, but I just have more faith right about now in the man Marius Breedis. You know what I mean? I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but I think I'm gonna have to edge this fight to Marius Breedis winning this fight on points. Probably a 7-5 type of victory. Split majority decision, maybe unanimous decision, but definitely 7 rounds to 5. You heard? Be Marsh Boxing. That's my breakdown and prediction. Leave your thoughts. Be more to BK in the chat. What's up, dogs? Be more to BK. What's good? My G is in the chat. He says, top of the morning, B. I've been waiting on you to drop this joint. Absolutely, man. I said, let me do that right quick before I gotta make some errands. You know what I mean? Gotta go to the bank, during COVID, man. You go to the bank when the bank opens, there's gonna be a long line outside. So yeah, it looks like I'm gonna be standing in another line today. Gonna be in another line at the post office. It is what it is, though. Be more the BK says, I'm curious which breeders will we get, B. You know what I mean? Because the first fight with Master Rick, I think, was a gift decision, and that Glowacki fight was messy, man. Yeah, the Glowacki fight was a mess. Uh, he didn't look particularly that good neither versus some guy. What was that guy's name? The fight before last, or not before last, because I think he fought Glowacki. He fought Glowacki's last fight. That's the one you mentioned, Messi. The guy he fought, the Noel Gover guy. That fight Breeders didn't look too great. So you're absolutely right. He hasn't looked great in his last 2 fights, really and truly. Um, Excuse me. I think you're talking about the Masternik fight was unanimous decision victory for the man Dorticos, and he ain't looked too great in that fight neither. But the KO on Tabiti was a beautiful thing. That was a beautiful sight to behold. You know what I mean? So I think I'm gonna go with Breeders, man. 7 rounds to 5. You know what I'm saying? I hope I'm wrong. There's a lot on the table. But the KO doctor, only way he gonna leave motherfucking Germany with a W is if he knock this guy out. Stakes is high. He ain't got an inexperienced Green Tabiti. Not that Tabidi is a what you call it, um, a spring chicken. He's just been developed slowly. I mean, the only guy who had tested him was an old Kevin Cunningham. I said Kevin Cunningham, USS Cunningham, Steve Cunningham, and Steve Cunningham, gave this guy a difficult fight. You know what I mean? So that's my prediction, man. B March Boxing. Shout outs to B More to BK. Big outs to everybody in the chat. Everybody, thanks for hitting the thumbs up. Appreciate y'all. And catch me on Saturday where we watch these fights. It's gonna be the first fight of a big boxing holiday this September 26th. Give thanks for this big boxing holiday. Anybody who's hating on these fights, like guys like Teddy Atlas, I told y'all, man. Man, I'm gonna talk about that in another video. B March Boxley, your thoughts and comments. I'm gone. Peace.